conflicts happened, I guess, like with schedules, and he wasn't able to do the role.
What was he doing in '95?
He could have just done this movie.
Schindler's List?
Or the second one.
Was it Schindler's List?
I think he was shooting. Was he shooting? No, he wasn't shooting Jurassic Park yet, right?
Maybe.
No, Lost World.
Maybe. That would have been pretty funny if he did cameo in that shit.
What's next?
But then his master wasn't who it seemed to be who it was. It was the sorcerer Shang Tsung.
So he was setting everything up, kind of
baiting everyone in for this tournament. That's why I kind of liked him, man. He was just crazy. Like, did he set this all up, dude? He was that masterminding.
He was the veteran from the one before.
He knew how it had to go down, you know?
Yep.
It's all manipulation, probably.
Like a puppet master.
Yeah.
So after he shapeshifts back into Shang Tsung, what happens from there? Where does it cut to?
In Hong Kong
on the boats? The docks.
When everyone kind of meets each other.
You get Liu Kang and Johnny Cage. Their awkward interaction where Johnny thinks Liu is like loading the bags.
Chauffeur, maybe?
Loading the bags on the boat.
I don't know.
He's like, here, can you take my stuff from me? And he's like, okay, yeah. And he takes the money and he tosses Cage's stuff over into the water.
He's like, I give you money, you take my bags into the boat. Or is that too complicated?
Yeah.
And Liu Kang didn't give a shit about both. He just took the money and threw the shit in the water, dude.
That was an asshole
Pretty dick move, right? But like we talked about when we watched it, Johnny started it, dude.
Yeah.
Johnny definitely started it.
Yeah.
And then they go farther into the boat.
Yeah,
there's
board the boat.
Big mist. I guess something's going down, and who's there?
Well, Sonya Blade is there too. She tracked Kano to that dock, but it's all part of the plan to get them onto the actual boat.
Interaction time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy because she goes down this stairway to the actual dock, to the bottom of the boat, and encounters Sub-Zero and Scorpion.
That's right.
Who are probably basically the faces of Mortal Kombat, right?
Yeah.
Basically.
They get into a little tussle, or they start to fight, and then Raiden interrupts.
Yeah.
And he comes out and he's like, hey, and that's when Johnny and Sonya and Liu kind of team up at that point. Mm-hmm. Raiden comes down and he's like, and Shang Tsung is lurking in the back. Mm-hmm. And he's like, hey, your boys just attacked my
fighters.
Yeah, like my humans.
You can't do that. It's forbidden.
That's right.
That's against the rules. And Shang Tsung's like, oh, I'm sorry, it won't happen again.
And he obeys the rules too. Like, that's what made him.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool that they made Raiden kind of like a god. Even though he's just a pickable character in the games, they made him like the mentor of like the good side. So it was almost like the good team versus the bad team saving the world, I guess you could say. But yeah, I like his character too. Yeah, but anyways,
I wish he could have been in it more,
or actually fought,
or did like really show most of it, like what he could do. Mm-hmm.
They have he fights in the second one, but
it's upsetting because he loses his power in it too, and it's like okay, so we're not gonna see him be crazier than what he's, it's a letdown.
Yeah.
Because the Shao Kahn's all powerful, but we could have like a powerful Raiden.
So from there,
we cut to Shang Tsung's island, where they're getting to these like dragon gondolas and shit.
Oh yeah.
They go up to the island and stuff, and obviously it's like another dimension where it's not Earth realm or Outworld. It's just a neutral spot where this tournament's gonna be held.
I thought that was pretty cool too. I brought it up how it's almost like a homage to Enter the Dragon, where they take the boat to the island to go do Mortal Kombat basically, where they all fight and they have like an introduction and
fighting for humanity
in epic proportions.
Because that's the whole point. Is Shang Tsung's trying to take over the Earth, and so Raiden has kind of conjured these 3 people to stop it,
to save the world. You know,
but they don't know that that's why
they've been chosen.
You've been chosen, and he actually says that you've been chosen.
Yeah. And they don't believe him, it seems like.
It's like them, each trying to find their own destiny or come to terms with it. And then,
So what happens from there?
And then they cut. I think we cut to them walking up a stairway.
Oh, yeah.
It's like up, like fucking so many feet up in the air and shit. And they have dinner.
They have dinner.
Hogwarts style.
Yeah. And then they bring out, Shang Tsung says a few things, and then Sub-Zero. They bring Sub-Zero out, and he does like a little
demonstration
of what
they clear, and Onarres
who's the real players here, right?
Onarres was talking about this during the movie, but they fucking clear the room real quick, like they dump all the food off.
It's clean, dude. I don't know. I want that room in my house. However that works.
And they pick some sorry ass ninja to fight Sub-Zero, and he thinks he's hard.
Yeah.
He does all this crazy stuff, and Sub-Zero just takes him out with ice, obviously.
He fucking tries to do like a Superman kick, but he freezes him in flight and fucking slams himself into the wall, dude. It's pretty nuts. It's pretty good.
And then you just see his head looking up.
And I think just Sub-Zero moves out the way and he fucking cracks. Gone.
Yep.
All right, no one wants to fight Sub-Zero, I bet, after that one.
So it's kind of letting everybody know that this shit is real. You will die. And these guys are what they're capable of doing.
These guys are OP.
What's the next fight?
So from there, they leave.
They chase after Shang Tsung.
They actually start the tournament there, right? That's just.
No, I think they chase Shang Tsung, and then they go through these pathways and shit.
Oh yeah,
and they actually see Goro.
They see Goro and Kano when they're talking, and they kind of say like, "Oh yeah, we got Sonya here," and
start devising their plans.
They're basically eavesdropping on them, listening to what they're planning on doing and who they're planning on fighting or who's at the actual event or whatever. And then I guess Shang Tsung hears that somebody's there listening to them, so he orders his people to go check it out. But by that time, they're already gone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then
they see Katana.
They follow Katana.
Mm-hmm. Or Liu Kang follows Katana, and then he gets attacked by the little reptile form. And then what happens from there?
They have a scuffle with a couple of
guys.
Oh, that's right. And then after they beat up like maybe 4 guys or something.
Oh, Raiden comes in and saves their ass, dude. Yeah. I think that's what happens.
Raiden shows up and it's like, oh, that's impressive, but what are you gonna do about those
Flexes
guys?
on him, dude, with the lightning.
Tells them to back off.
Yeah.
Fuck with my fighters.
That's fucking sick, dude.
Walks them out into the boat, right? Or back onto the boat and basically explains to them what they're doing there.
Mm-hmm. I think he got mad at them, like, what are you doing? Or something like that. He was kind of upset.
I think it's just into another fight.
Then we just go actually into the tournament.
And then you get fights after fights.
Yeah.
Sonya versus fucking... no, it was Liu Kang
versus the Jamaican guy with spears.
Wasn't that guy in Tekken, dude?
He came out in a kids TV show too.
That guy did?
Yeah. No, I'm not kidding. It was like I forgot what it was called. It was like a martial arts thing too.
Oh shit!
Back in the day, where they I had it too. I forgot what it was, but Let me look it up. But
Okay.
Well, he whoops that dreaded dude's guys. He whooped his ass,
Yeah, definitely.
and then homeboy gets his soul taken.
Taken away from Shang's soul.
Yeah,
I see. Like, if you don't kill him, I guess he's gonna take your soul away, right?
Yeah, I feel like
if you don't get killed, then
He'll finish the job.
yeah, fatality
and then call it a fatality.
to the camera.
it's called the World Martial Art Council. It was like a TV show, Masters.
Nice.
Okay.
It was like different disciplines. It was like MMA before MMA was like super popular.
Who's after the first fight?
After Liu Kang fights him, it's Sonya Blade versus Kane.
That's right. Yeah.
And so Shang Tsung sets that up because he knows Sonya wants Kano because Kano has just murdered her partner back when she busted that club. So they fight, and Kano gets the best of her, and then she gets him in with her legs.
A leg lock.
A leg lock, and he basically begs for his life, and she snaps his neck.
Yeah.
Give me a break.
Okay.
And just gives it to him.
And then we cut to Cage versus Scorpion.
Yes,
Yeah.
which is probably one of the better fights.
It was pretty well choreographed. In some parts, I think were like one shots because me and Wes were like the part where he flipped him over, dude, just looked like it didn't belong in there. But they said, "Fuck it," he actually got tossed right there. We're gonna throw it in the
We
movie.
can't reshoot that, so let's leave it in
You know
there.
what I'm saying?
You see his leg clearly hit the bar.
Yeah.
It's really different the way he lands. I don't know.
I thought he was supposed to land on his feet or something, but
He doesn't land it. He hits the bar. It's
and he
a
falls on
fall.
his face.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like that Cage like tossed him back and he fucked up or whatever.
And filming that was tough because they're like basically on balance beams right there. They're kind of like on little small
Scaffolding.
twin boards. Like it's pretty crazy to choreograph that. Like they have to watch someone do it or just take it all in one shot. I don't know.
Diego did make a good point though. How the fuck does Johnny Cage get back into their realm after he gets teleported to the other world?
It's another realm and shit.
Yeah. The hell realm, basically.
Well, is it a realm or just another location? That's the thing. Is I think it's just he's teleported them somewhere else, not necessarily in
hell, right?
On the island or
Not on the
Because it would have been on fire if it was hell. It was.
because in the game they would do things like switch locations, not switching realms.
It could have been like a
Per se.
pit of just bones, like that they have there on the island, or anything.
true.
You know.
That is true. I didn't think of that.
I think that would be my theory on why they didn't answer it because
Like
it was
a catacomb.
it was
What do you call those things?
Just
A
another
catacomb?
location, like a more secured place for him to kill him, I guess.
Yeah.
But then Scorpion gets killed.
That's when he pulls off his mask or his face.
He tries to do the fatality, the
Yeah.
classic. They even line it up the way that it looks in the game, where he exposes that he's dead already and does the flamethrower stuff out of his mouth, and Cage grabs a nearby fucking shield and ricochets the flame, and then goes and basically cuts up Scorpion
with the shield
and kills him.
Fucking slices his head and his chest too. And this magma pours out of his body, dude. I guess that's what it looks like for him. Huh? Claymations.
And then what happens after that?
Then we cut to Katana and Liu Kang at the beach.
Sparring, basically. They didn't really want to fight because they...
Was that a fight or was it like a spar? Because
I think it was supposed to be a fight, right?
Yeah.
But Katana was like, this is how you defeat him.
She cared about him.
Yeah, because Shang Tsung was saying like, "Oh, you disappoint me, Katana," and blah blah blah. But they don't really say how the fight ended or how come no one was killed or.
They didn't set it up like the other ones, right?
Yeah.
Like,
it wasn't like an official Mortal Kombat round. But she's, like we were saying, she's 10,000 years old, right? Is she Shang Tsung's supposed daughter?
Yeah.
She's adopted or like?
Yeah, she's adopted.
One of the three,
that's why
right?
Probably he didn't kill her. She's his daughter. I don't know. He's like, nah, you fucking around, bitch. You gotta get away from those fools. You disappoint me.
Well, because he wanted her to stay away from them anyways, right?
Yeah.
Because he knew that she was going to turn on him.
Mm-hmm. She has like a good heart, and that's not what he's about.
She's like Finn.
Yeah. That's crazy.